How are you going to recover from that on the D tackle rotation? Next man
Oh, we're just going to probably play Dylan a little bit more inside. And obviously we've got capable backups. Haley Robbins will see more action. Bam will see more action. The one right now we're waiting on is Ciali also. I know that's not his last name, it's Altown, but we'll just go to the next group. We're fortunate right now. We've got some pretty good depth right there, and we're just going to move on.
Is Ciali a little nicked up right now?
Well, he's had a shoulder all season long. That he's been taken care of. And last year, he had an elbow as well. And he just has to stay after that stuff.
Does it make you feel a little bit better the way Ciali and Delva played so far this year?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they're night and day from where they were last year. Ciali's up until this point had been injury-free. Good bounce. Running well. Better control of his body. Bud Delva, same thing. Bud Delva is just a different human being. He's really gotten himself in much better condition, and he's playing like the guy that we saw play in junior college. And they've just got to keep going. It's just unfortunate those guys got hurt. I really question the blocking technique, in the USC offensive line because those chop blocks that they were getting. There was, some things where they were blocking back, and I understand that, but a couple of them were, guys were engaged with them. They weren't called in the game, and we didn't see any of that on film. There was something specific to that game, whether they changed it to help themselves out, or I just hope it wasn't intended to be an injury. It was just a couple of them were pretty ugly, right on the guy's knees.
Is that something you've reached out to the Pac-12 about?
Or no, I don't know. I think that's something for the end of the season, and you don't know if it was done, on purpose or not. But I just think the technique is questionable. I'm sure every offensive line coach in America would say it's legal, but the way it was done, and within the rules, and all that stuff. Defensive linemen, if they initiate the contact, and then it's no such thing as a high-low type of situation. But it was pretty damn close, and it was just unfortunate that it happened to those guys. But like you said, we were talking about we're moving on.
Was this a situation with too much leverage, you think, or
leverage? What do you mean?
Like, what exactly was the issue? What was the issue with the blocking?
Well, somebody's being blocked here.
Yeah.
Almost like a pass set, and then they're going to turn out and block somebody else. In the meantime, this guy's chopping. Yeah. So it's a lot of times, if there's a stretch play, the guy's moving in this direction. This guy will, cut and get his head in front and all that stuff. But we know about that. You can see that on film. You can see, like Dylan Wynn did a great job playing down the block and continuing to go. But this play is going this way. This guy's protecting this gap here with a hand on him. He blocks out, and all of a sudden, here comes the center right on the guy's knee. Just tough situation.
And so, Noke, is he going to be? How long are you guys expecting him?
Noke's done, I believe. I'm not sure. You'd have to ask Coach Riley. You'd have to ask the trainer. But his is a little bit more severe than Grimble's at this point in time, as far as I know. I don't really know. I'm not positive. Nothing's been finalized.
Do you have an update on Grimble?
I don't know.
You talk about just the Colorado offense and their quarterback, another mobile quarterback.
Yeah, much improved team. They've really helped themselves at that position, the quarterback position. Live arm, much more athletic. Has had a lot of success. They're putting up big numbers this year, and a lot of different type of offense too. They spread you out, and they'll come back in with two backs or one back and two tight ends, and things of that nature. So a lot of different offense. They're having success, and it was unfortunate that they lost that Cal game. They had every right in the world, to win that game. They battled, and for the most part, they looked like the better team. But how that goes. I mean, you got to play to the end, and unfortunately, they lost. But they're a much improved team.
Yeah. And then they got a receiver, Nelson Spruce, has really exploded.
Yeah, Spruce has been the go-to guy. Yeah, Spruce is a veteran guy. He reminds me a lot of, and that's a tough thing to say. You don't say Mike Hass too often, but he's that kind of body. He's a thicker kind of guy, so he's strength, and he runs really great routes, has good hands. Him and Mulaney were in the same league back in high school, and when those two guys came out, they were the two top receivers in that part of California.
Did you guys recruit Nelson Spruce?
Yeah, we had talked to Spruce, and it really kind of came down between him and Mulaney.
Oh, really?
You know, and we only had the one spot, and we went with Richard. Richard, you know, had set the California state record of career interceptions, and he had like 121, something crazy, you know, in that one season.